Hi Pisces, welcome to your April 2021 Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for you. Hi Pisces, welcome to your April 2021 Taroscope with me, Raphael from Reydiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Pisces, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how they speak to you. So if you are a continued subby, you know I love you for it. If you are new to the channel, please don't forget to like, share, and if you should so choose, and it resonates, hit that subscribe button. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So for your actions and interactions with the world at large this month, you get, Pisces, where are you at? You have the Page of Cups. This is beautiful because this is actually an energy of yours, believe it or not. I see, maybe other people don't, but I see the Page of Cups as a very Piscean energy. It's beautiful. And so this could be for some of you starting a new creative project. This may come up very spontaneously or very suddenly. You might just get this urge to start writing or drawing or painting. It may even just be an urge to do something different. Like there's a feeling in you this month where it's almost like you want to break free, and this is you kind of saying, you know what's next? What can I do next from here on in? For some of you, this could be literally getting a new pet, which is wonderful, you know, like a puppy, a kitten, you know, little doggy or of some sort, maybe even a fish, a snake, you know, tarantula, that's your sort of thing. Like whatever it is, the pages, and specifically the Page of Cups, can very often represent a pet. So, you know, that could be really, really nice and really exciting. Or for a select few of you, this can also be a very fertile energy as well. So maybe you could be welcoming a pregnancy, or maybe for some of you, you are finding out that you are pregnant or that you're going to be a daddy. So, you know, whichever side of the fence you're on, you know, the message is there. Now, in a lot of ways as well, this is going to see you very focused on your feelings and utilizing those. It's like this month you're not lost or mired in the feeling. It's like you're using that feeling to do something or to create something. There's like an energy, there's like a dynamic energy in you that wants to create something, and it's like something of a profound beauty. For your money and materials, you have the Queen of Cups, so lots of water here. All right, so nurturing and nourishing the finances this month. This is going to see you really focusing on your money over the course of April. It's going to see you getting very proactive about your finances, maybe looking after your finances. Maybe you are starting to build a financial plan. Maybe you're starting to get really clear on what you want from your material existence as well, you know, on that emotional level. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this is going to see you looking after your chest. Ladies, this could specifically be your, you know, chest. Another way that this could show up as well is for a lot of you this month, you could be thinking about some form of a detox. Maybe you notice that certain foods or certain liquids are causing certain fluctuations in your mood or in the way that your temperament is. This could be you really paying attention to that. This month as well, I do have to stress, you will very likely be very what's the word that I'm looking for? You're not, maybe not susceptible, sensitive. Maybe you'll be, this month you could be very sensitive to energies, but you could just as easily be very sensitive to alcohol or substances this month. So if you are any form of a recreational user, no judgment, but just be careful. All right, this is a month where maybe you'll get a little bit more than you bargained for, or maybe you bite off more than you can chew. So just be aware that that energy is definitely there, because you've got this hypersensitivity. For your home and environment, this is you turning it out, right? You're turning it into somewhere that is beautiful, somewhere that's vibrant, somewhere that's inviting now that lockdowns are starting to slowly but surely come to an end. This could be you saying, right, okay, you know what, I want to get the place sorted so that when people come round, we can just chill, we can hang, it can just be lovely. I think we're going to see a lot more of that, if I'm completely honest with you. Don't get me wrong, we're going to see a massive boom and a rush for pubs and clubs and all the rest of it, absolutely. But I think a lot of people have learned that really it's about the quality of the company that you keep in the space that you have. And I think for that reason, a lot of people will really, I think that's going to be just as busy or just as important. It will be us getting together at each other's homes and stuff. I think, you know, we've learned the importance of that now. For your communications and conversations, you've got the 5 of Pentacles. This coupled with that Queen of Cups, I do have to say it does look like somebody's going to ask for money this month. Now, what I have to say with the 5 of Pentacles is, if this is money that you can afford to give, not loan or lend, then go ahead. The reason I say this is because, and I will say this as well, because of the way that it comes up next to the Queen of Cups, my feeling from this is that you, like, the person genuinely has a need for it. They're not asking because they want to go out and get drunk or they want to buy new makeup. Like, they're asking for this, like, the reason someone's hitting you up this month or coming cap in hand is because they genuinely need that money. And so for that reason, if you have it to give, then please go ahead and do so. If not, you know, do what you can to help them acquire that money. Now, when it comes to your finances, your communications, it does look like there are some challenging conversations on the horizon this month, possibly to do with finances. Maybe for some of you this will be a challenging conversation that comes up with a parent. It may be a challenging conversation that comes up with somebody that you really care about. You will have to have this conversation, and the best way for you to traverse it is to remember that there is a bond there. All right, so whatever, no matter how heated it gets or challenging it is to talk about this, just remember that there is a reason that this is coming up, and I actually think that's a good thing. For your money and what is it with the money and materials, Raf? So stuck on loop. Error. You have the Death card. All right, so when it comes to your heart and half and your relationships, this could be, for some of you, this could be maybe you are having a challenging conversation about what you're no longer willing to foot the bill for. That's definitely a possibility. For others of you, when it comes to the family, this could be maybe you're having a challenging conversation with a parent because they're writing their will. I know, you know, gosh, I remember my dad talking about this and I was like, no, I don't want to know. I don't want to hear it. I'm not interested. I don't even want to think about that. Like, and you know, you have to, right? That's, the older you get, the more you have to think about these things, especially with, you know, the way that the world is at the moment. But there might be on your part like a bit of a refusal, like, I don't want to think about it, I don't want to talk about it, you know, and maybe that's the challenging conversation that comes up this month, that your parents are trying to get their ducks in a row, and you know, they just want to make sure that they've done everything that they have to, so that, you know, should the worst happen, they are, you know, they're prepared and you're prepared. So just be aware of that. I don't necessarily think it's actually going to be a death. I just feel like this is, you know, the conversations that you have to have around preparing for that moment. So just something to be aware of. Now, for those of you that are, that's all of you as well, by the way, for those of you that are single, it's not really a month for love. It does look like someone who you thought had potential, someone who you thought, actually, you know what, there might be something here. It looks like that is probably going to either come to an end or fall through. And it may be because you realise that, you know, with this newfound sense of needing freedom or to charge off in a new direction, it's just not for you. Or, you know, maybe you're not as compatible as you would, you know, as you hoped you were. Another way that this could play out for you, for those of you that are in relationships already, again, this will see you looking at your finances, what you want to pay for, don't want to pay for, what you don't feel is your responsibility. So your card that flipped itself over there, the cards have spoken, is the first card. Wow. I am frazzled at this point. I'm so sorry, Pisces. Your card is the Fool card, and that coupled with the Page of Cups, that is literally a new pet, or it's going to be a pregnancy or a birth. So just be aware that that energy is floating around for you very strongly here in this first week of the month. If you don't want that experience, obviously just be aware. For your second week of the month, you have the Devil card. So you're going to need to really stand firm when it comes to money this month. You know, Pisces is naturally very giving and open anyway, but there's a need here to really stand firm, or to stand your ground effectively. And, you know, in a lot of ways, I kind of feel like this is going to be a more self-focused month, which I think is a good thing for you. I really do. For your third week of the month, you have the Star card. Okay, so this is nice. There is long-term hope for the communications. And one of the things that I will also say to you as well, when it comes to the work and the profession, I think this is going to be the month where you start to look. So this third week of the month may very well highlight to you, yeah, you know what, I need an exit strategy because this place is not for me any longer. So just something to be aware of. And then for your fourth week of the month, you have the Sun card. All right, so again, I reiterate, I don't see an actual death here. I think this is great. I do think that it's probably going to be those kinds of conversations, you know, like, you know, your mum and dad phone you up and say, look, we're sorting our will at the moment, you know, and da-da-da-da-da. And it is hard to have those conversations. You know, we had them not too long ago with my grandparents, well, the ones that have left. And that was, you know, it's hard. It's not nice to think about those things. It's like, you know, in your mind, you kind of convince yourself that they're going to be around forever. But we know that's, you know, not obviously the case. But yeah, great. The Sun card, beautiful. Light, heat, joy, abundance. Much easier week of it when it comes to that. Even with the Death card there, it's kind of like you can have the hard conversations, but they don't hit so hard. They're not painful. They're just uncomfortable. Do you know what I mean? Which I actually think is not necessarily a bad thing at all. And then finally, for your key to the month, la 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 la. Oh, okay. I'm throwing them all over the place. Your Human Design Oracle card message for the month ahead is the Gate 23 and Assimilate. This is really about envisioning what you truly want, right? What is it that you really see as a want, a need, a desire? What is it that you really feel called or pulled to do or to initiate? And how, you know, this is about really finding the way to do the impossible, finding a way to make that dream a reality, finding a way to make that, you know, want or desire an actual goal, and then to build the steps towards it. This is about assimilating that energy and making something real or tangible. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic month. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.